I guess this is why they call Rhode Island the Ocean State. Hey everybody, it's Chris with the Rediscovering Rhode Island channel. We're at Black Point in Narragansett, Rhode Island. It's a beautiful day. We're gonna go for a beautiful hike. Black Point is just north of Scarborough Beach on Ocean Road. It's a neat place to check out, so let's check it out. So while it's called the Black Point fishing area, it's so much more than a fishing area. In fact, before standing in front of that sign, I never knew it was called a fishing area. Lots of fishermen here, but it's so much more than that. It's a neat place to check out. It's a neat place to hike. I will tell you that we're here in early May on a weekday. If we were here in the summer on a weekend, this parking lot is pretty busy. I'm gonna guess this parking lot holds, I don't know what, 20 or so cars. There's also a couple of handicap spots. And there's no parking on Ocean Road, so if the lot is full, you have to move on and see something else and then come back and try again later. But looks like we've got the place to ourselves today for the most part, so let's check it out. Looks like they cut down a lot of brush since the last time I've been here, which would have been last summer. Okay, the Stephen Medeiros fishing area at Black Point. He was, I guess, a local advocate for fishing. And this is a plaque honoring the guy, I guess Malcolm Grant was the guy who helped acquire the land when there was a land dispute back in the 80s, I believe. This was dedicated in 2008, but I believe he was responsible or largely responsible for acquiring some of the land to put this together. So we can go straight or we can go this way. It's simply a loop that goes around and then meets up with this trail, but let's check it out. So apparently back in the 1980s, a developer had acquired a lot of this land and wanted to build condos. Now imagine, well, we haven't seen the water yet, but imagine having condos overlooking the water that we're about to see. I mean, it would be awesome. It would certainly build the tax base of Narragansett up a little bit more than it already is built up. But as a guy who likes to hike and check out cool places, I'm so glad that this is the way it turned out. Kind of like Rocky Point. If you remember when there was a dispute over the Rocky Point land, I guess a developer wanted to put condos there. Now imagine what that have meant for the city of Warwick in terms of tax revenue. Oh, we can see the ocean right there. We're gonna get real close soon though. But I'm thrilled that it's now a state park and I can go, you know, walk it anytime I want. And believe me, we're gonna shoot a video from there. But imagine living at Rocky Point. Now I am just noticing that, oh wow, there's a vista of the ocean. But I'm just noticing I can see a house right there. If you're new to the channel, this is a relatively new channel. I left Rhode Island in 1993, moved away to pursue career opportunities, recently returned home. Thrilled to be back. And this channel is all about checking out all that Rhode Island has to offer. Places that you've probably been to countless times, and maybe some hidden gems like this one where maybe you've never been, or maybe it's been a while since you've been. I'm gonna take you there if you subscribe to this channel. Not only are we gonna get awesome views of the ocean in this Black Point area, but we're also gonna check out the old windswept estate, which is just something else. Okay, so this takes us back to that main trail that we came down from the parking lot. Now we're gonna go straight ahead. Oh, this is new. This is brand new. We're gonna check that out in a moment, but oh, they did some work here. Oh, awesome. So this is where we came in. This is where we're headed, but we're gonna check out a couple of things before we head down there. So first of all, this is new as in, well, since last summer, which was the last time I've been to Black Point. And this was kind of a treacherous trail that had been eroded away. And I remember seeing an ambulance and a stretcher here taking someone out. And I guess I'm glad they put these steps here. It was a little more wild and rugged before, but I guess this allows more people to enjoy it. The reason why I'm coming down here, one, we're gonna get some cool views, but there's something I want you to see that I think is pretty awesome. I don't know the background. Maybe someone watching this video will know and fill in the blanks. So I'll just start out by saying, so you can see the fishermen there, but just look this side of the fishermen. See that rail there? Now that box with the life preserver, that is new. That was not here the last time I was here. But that rail, at one point, I mean, it was put in for a reason. It's all rusted out, and it's probably been there for, I don't know, certainly decades. I think it's kind of cool. Isn't this beautiful? We're headed where those people are. Look at that guy enjoying the solitude up there, perched up on the hill. All right, let's carry on. Now I know someone watching this video probably knows a lot more about Black Point than I do. The history of it, et cetera, et cetera. I'd love to know more, and I'm sure others watching this video would love to know more. If you'd add some color in the comments, it would certainly be appreciated. So there are multiple points along this trail where you can kind of just get off the trail and enjoy the view. Not bad, huh? Not bad at all. Okay, there's a little yellow bird. I don't know if it's a warbler or whatever. I'm not a bird guy, but he just flew into, there he goes. See him? Cool. Here's another one of those little spots where you can pull off the trail and check out the view. I don't want to kill myself here. Now, you're not going to believe this, but I was walking along the trail there one time. This was a few years ago. Oh, cool, they're building those, I forgot what they call them, the piles of rocks. But anyway, there were kids. See where that guy is perched right there? There were kids jumping off the face of that rock into the water. This hill not too long ago was also a kind of a worn out trail with lots of erosion tearing away at it, but they kind of beefed it up with these kind of steps here. It looks like it's holding up. So again, I was right about here, and kids were jumping from where you see that guy sitting into the water. I don't know what they're doing. Again, one of the many spots that you can get off the trail, and I think we're gonna go down this one here. We're headed that way. That's where the windswept, that's Scarborough Beach is just around the bend, and the windswept estate, which is just awesome. But we're gonna, I believe, come down here to check out this area before we move any further. Oh, this is nice. This couple's got a nice little perch here. I will tell you that when the salt water hits these rocks, I don't know if it's algae or whatever it is, but it gets very, very slippery. If you come here, be very, very careful. I've fallen, no damage, but maybe a little embarrassment. But I know there have been issues here with people falling and not getting back up. So if you do come here, be very careful. So we're gonna walk along the rocks here and then eventually walk back to the path through another opening in the brush. A neat place to visit, I don't know that I'm gonna get out there today, is those rocks there. And I don't know if that's the actual Black Point, but it's pretty cool standing on those rocks. Sometimes you can't even get there because of the tides. See, he's checking out the rock there. We're gonna go back to the trail through the brush right there. But before we do, let's check out Point Judith Light. We're gonna get closer, but that's it. Some of these places to get back to the trail are kind of primitive. You know, they're worn due to erosion and whatnot. Oh, how nice. Someone made a little staircase for me. Oh, now this is new too. So that staircase to get down there, you know what? Very new. Again, in the last year. We're gonna come down here and maybe check out that big rock after all. What I love is, so first of all, as I said earlier, I love the fact that this is accessible and not condos, although having condos here would be cool for those that lived here. But I love the fact that the state, and I don't know if it's volunteer groups, if it's state parks, I don't know if it's DEM who's doing it, but they're trying to make it even more accessible. Oh, so that guy's fishing. And see the tidal pool? That's pretty awesome. Very cool. Let's go rock climbing. Now, if the channel goes dark, it's because I slipped and fell and the sea took me away. Now, if that happened, it would make for great video, but I don't know who would edit the video. So here we are, pretty much at the peak. See, we're towering over that guy. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, this is a nice wave. Watch this wave hit the rocks here. Oh yeah. Awesome, wow. Oh, I'm so glad we came here and got that. Let's get it again. Awesome. So from this vantage point, we can get a better look at Point Judith Light. And we can see to the right of that, there's Scarborough Beach right there. We're about to walk around the bend there to check out the windswept estate. All right, so that was pretty cool. Let's continue on down the main trail. Now I'm talking about windswept. I know some of you must know what I'm talking about, but if you don't, it's the remains of a more than a century-old estate that was built by this guy who made his fortune with some sort of potion, some sort of elixir. I think they put a sign up to it last year. If it's there, we'll check it out. But some kind of like cure. You know, this was the days before the FDA. Guys were on the corner selling who knows what. And if you drank this potion, I don't know what it cured, but made a fortune with it and built this huge estate. It changed hands. It became a restaurant or something long ago, like a century ago. But it's been in decay mode for forever, for decades. And it's right around the bend. So it was raining this morning, but it's a beautiful day now. I don't know if you can make out through the with the lighting, but this is massive erosion of this trail right here. I'm assuming I hate to assume, but they'll remediate it with somehow, because eventually I would think it's going to cave in more and more and at some point take the whole trail. But what do I know? So since I was last here, they cut back, whoever they is, volunteers, the DEM, state parks, I don't know, they cut back this brush, and now you can see what was a wall, like a seawall. You can see the remnants of it. And this was part, I believe, of that windswept estate I was telling you about. We're so close, it's literally right around that bend. Here's a better vantage point of that wall. Oh my gosh. Wow. Look at that. It's funny how erosion helps us appreciate this wall more. It was barely noticeable before. You could see it, but just barely. And now it's clear as day. Okay, so you can see those condos that you pass if you drive down Ocean Road just north of Scarborough Beach, which is right there. And you probably have noticed, either in person or on social media, pictures of that. And that is the windswept estate, or the remains of it. So you can see down this trail, I'm not going to walk down there, but you can see there's a stone wall. That's part of what was this estate. I just love that this is still here. At some point, does Mother Nature, a big storm, a hurricane, who knows what, take its course? I don't know. And there's more of that wall. Look at that. That wall lasted a long time. Now, that concrete, I'm not sure that was original, now that I think about it. That stone built wall, that probably is the concrete there. I don't know. But what do I know? Now I'm just noticing there's a placard here. This might be the one I was referencing earlier. I don't know why it's facing this way, but this is what I was talking about. So you can zoom in on this. That's the elixir I was telling you about. There you go. Miracle painkiller. He sold door to door. The good old days, right? This is awesome. This is just awesome. Oh, someone's lying on the beach. Nice. Isn't this something? Let's check it out. I'm not going to go inside, but you can see the other end there. Kids having fun with fire. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So we're heading back now. I want you to see the trail that we would have come in if we didn't take that loop. I'm glad we took it, by the way, but through the brush there. You're going to want to see that, and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, so this is the trail that we would have come in on. Again, it's early May. You can see the trees are just starting to bloom. If I had come, I don't know, a week or two later, it'd probably be a more visually appealing walk. But we're in Rhode Island, there's so much to see, there's so much to video, and I just didn't want to wait. There'll be other things to see with the trees in full bloom. Trust me. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you have any comments on anything we saw, anything we talked about, please comment. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, if you would subscribe, I sure would appreciate it. But whether you subscribe or not, I appreciate you watching. So thanks so much for doing so, and until the next video, have a great day. Bye-bye.